Good afternoon, Simmons College. This is Hope and Erin coming to you live from the Fenway area. And I'm going to be fighting with my phone case to get it off so we can play some music for you today. Erin, how's it going?
It's been good. I'm doing good. I only had one class today, statistics, just for 1 hour.
Ew, I'm so glad. 'Cause since I switched like my major, I don't have to take stats anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I was kind of scared of stats just because I never took it in high school. I took calculus instead. Got it. Got the phone case off. Woo! Okay.
I am the opposite. I took stats and I didn't take calc, and I was glad to see that I didn't have to do calc here for any major stuff.
Well, calc is awful, so you know, we're just upset. I don't know. Yep. Yeah. What else today? How was your break? It's our first show back.
Yeah, my break was really good. I mostly relaxed. I babysat a little bit. I worked at my after-school program. Saw my family.
Saw your family. What is the after-school program you do? I don't know if we talked about it on the show before. How long have you been doing it?
I worked at a Spanish immersion program. I am not doing it this semester. So.
Are you not?
No.
Erin, why not?
Don't make me feel more guilty than I already feel
I'm
about
sad.
it.
That's like an Erin thing.
I know. Don't even get me started.
Screams
There will be
Erin.
tears. So it was a after-school immersion for elementary school kids in Spanish, and I miss it a lot.
Why did you decide not to go back?
It's just it was too much of like the traveling, and I feel like it would take up my whole day. Yeah, I heard that.
That was really loud.
That was a bad shock. It was just taking up more time than it needed to, and I wanted to like do things in Boston. I'm trying to become a volunteer ESL tutor at the YMCA.
And you do Strong Women, Strong Girls too.
Girls,
So
yeah.
So you're not involved. Are you can you do it over breaks still?
Yeah,
or?
I'm gonna do it during break still.
Cool.
I miss my boss a lot. I love her. She was a good boss. So it was
a
like
good boss.
sad to leave.
I like her.
Yeah. How was your break?
It was good. I worked quite a bit. Saw some films, some movies.
Yeah, I saw 4 movies. We should talk movies.
It's on the list for today.
Yay.
Trust me, it is
Good.
on the list for the day.
I actually will have stuff to contribute to that discussion.
I just keep hitting my face on the freaking mic. What is wrong with me today? Yeah, but saw lots of movies, and I'm gonna start like going to a movie every Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Like being my thing.
I love that.
Because I'm so into film, you know?
Yeah.
Just like super sarcastic. Yeah, so I worked a lot at my movie theater. I went to see my dad and my stepmom and my brother.
Yep.
And their dogs.
Nice.
The dogs. Yep. Highlights. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I spent some time with my mom. My mom got into like she got into Awkward, that show on MTV.
Oh.
But then like other days I would lay in her bed with her and we'd watch Gilmore Girls. It was just a very confusing time. We watched Awkward and Gilmore Girls. I'm not sure how the two tie in. Yeah, so just like fun things.
Were you happy to come back here? Or?
No.
No. Okay.
I came back as late as possible. I came back Wednesday night. Classes started Wednesday morning, but I don't have any Wednesday classes. So I just devote my whole day to the afternoon rush.
Yep.
Classy.
Class E.
What about
having class?
What other classes are you in, Erin? I know we share one class, and I'm
Spanish,
devastated.
I know. I miss having more.
We used to have a class every day together.
Yeah. That's me and Sophie this semester. I see her 4 times a week.
I love Sophie.
Yeah. So I have stats Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. bright and early.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I just like when I make myself a schedule, I follow it, and I was like, I'm gonna take stats this semester, and then bio, and then sociology. So like, I wasn't able to break that. So I'm doing stats, Spanish with you, social welfare policy. It's my jam. I love it.
Super
so
interesting.
much. It's like the cool side of politics, like not like the slimy side. Hope's microphone is raining on her.
It hates me today. It just literally fell on me. It's so needy.
And leadership. My leadership is called introverted leadership.
Nice. I think the leadership courses are stupid, but I'm not saying that.
A lot of people are bothered by it. I like mine because it's like, it's kind of very relevant to me, I guess.
Yeah.
I know.
Nice.
I know it's like a forced requirement, but
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it so
For
far.
mine, we have to go out and do like 30 hours of service work.
Oh, we
in
had
the
that in my
community.
social work class, but that's weird for leadership.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I'm in like a mobile activism one too, so I'm just confused.
It's
She
so
wa-
weird.
My professor was saying like we're going to have to go make she doesn't even know like what we're supposed to do yet just cuz like places are still getting back to her and they're just kind of being weird.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, I think a service opportunity is good. It was just like you may have to make a Facebook page for these groups and I'm like, really?
Huh.
Some people get paid to do that.
Yeah. That sounds like a lot
Yeah.
just for that. And what else do you have?
I have that
Spanish.
leadership. Yeah, Spanish with Erin.
Woo,
It's called
woo.
20th Century Writers.
Uh-huh.
It's great. Our friend Jess is in it as
yeah,
well.
we have a good class.
We
I
have
like it.
It's a lit class.
It is.
Yeah,
I wish there was a Spanish word for lit. I would say it right now.
lit. I don't know. They have like guay
Encendiado.
means cool.
Guay. I love guay.
I
My
do too.
teacher
I'm
last year
like,
used it.
Que guay.
In Colombia, they say bacán. I
Bacán.
like that.
Bacán.
It means cool.
Cool. Bacán. What else am I in? I'm taking
PR or
media
something?
writing,
Yeah,
boot
okay.
camp, Spanish, intro to PR, Marcom. I
Nice.
love that professor so much. Her name is Jo O'Connor, and she's literally so cool. I don't know. She's just like very.
I love how everybody
Yeah.
here like says the first names of their professors. I'm like, I have
Jo doesn't want to
Professor
be
this,
called
Professor
O'Connor.
this.
Jo wants to be Jo.
That's
She
nice.
is. She's a great woman.
Good.
I already love her.
Good.
I'm excited.
That's
She makes
cool.
me excited.
Yeah.
So I have Jo. Then I have my leadership course, which is another like communications course.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm taking Intro to International Politics. Woo.
Yeah.
And I also just signed up to do Grease the Musical with the COF.
Yo, that's cool. Ho. You gotta let me know when that is.
I auditioned last night, and then auditions are continuing Thursday, so I have to go back.
Did you do plays in high school? I can see you
I-
doing plays.
Okay, so my high school is weird, and like if you're not in it freshman year, there's no way you're gonna be like.
Mine was like
in
that
the
too.
rest.
Like
yeah,
the like only seniors would get the good parts.
only seniors, or if like. So we had this one kid when I first started, and I went to middle school with him too, and he was always the lead in everything. He was the lead in everything throughout high school, and it sort of just switched off with that for high school. So like, as he graduated, the new freshman became like the lead in everything.
Yep.
And it was my friend Luke. So
Nice.
yep. He's in New York right now. He goes
Oh, cool.
studies in New York. I don't know what he's studying, but you know. Yeah. So if you weren't in it freshman year, you were just kind of like, nah.
Yeah.
They don't want to. I mean, they were very nice people. It's just they didn't want you.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, but I did Once on This Island in middle school, which is a retelling of The Little Mermaid.
Oh, cool.
It's based on an island where like one half of the island is the Grand Domes, and then the other side is like the villagers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about this girl who gets like swept up by the gods, and like her mother dies, and it's this big tsunami thing.
Mm.
And then she gets adopted by these villagers on the other side of the island. And then one day, one of the Grand Domes crashes his car, like near her house, and
Mhm.
she starts to take care of them. And she falls in love with him, like the Little Mermaid. She like is able to go to the other side of the island and live like them.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I don't want you, like the real story. And
world.
she turned into a tree instead of sea foam.
Wow.
It was so sad. I
Deep.
cried. I'm like, why did she turn into a tree? And then like it ends with saying like, and Daniel, the guy, and his other wife let their children play under the tree, which was Timoon, the character.
What?
I'm like, kill me.
Jeez.
I'm dead.
What
No,
a play.
I don't want to do this.
My high school did lighthearted things like
Lighthearted-
Footloose.
This was middle school.
That's rough. I had to take one semester of drama in middle school. I did not enjoy it.
I would have loved it. Loved
We
it.
learned like about like history of like old Greek drama though.
I'm into it.
Really?
I love ancient history. Anything about ancient history. I can never find any courses anywhere on
Yeah.
ancient history.
I hear at Simmons like History 101, it has no focus. It's just like world everything.
Yeah, history here is just it's not focused. I'm like, I love history, and then I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like very specific things about history. I mean, I like learning about all of it, and I took a AP European history class my
Mhm.
senior year of high school, and it's actually helping me with international relations because like
Yeah.
the modern world was started up after the 30 Years War, which is a religious war in Europe. and it just talked about the Treaties of Westphalia, which was
Mhm.
Germany, and how that like creates the current format of a state. Yeah, and that's also
That's
where the
cool.
word defenestration comes from, which it means to throw somebody out a window.
Oh, yay! Nice.
I hate when that computer goes dark. Right. What else did I do? Oh, I have a stupid joke for you.
Yay!
It's a really stupid joke. I have two for you. Do you want to hear the one that I can sort of weave in as my own?
Sure.
But I still looked it up.
Sure.
All right. So you know what? I've unfortunately been sick, and I still am very sick. My throat kills. But my coughing is much better now. Instead of 4 dogs barking last night, I only woke up 2. It's kind of stupid. It's stupid.
I
Erin's
get
not
it.
laughing. I feel
I
bad.
get it. Don't feel bad. No, Erin's a blonde, so it takes her a while.
No, it's
to
still not
get
funny.
jokes.
Okay. What do you get when you cross a bear with a skunk?
A stinking bear.
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, yay! I love that.
There's chocolate in here. Why?
Yeah, there's all kinds of food in here today.
I'm
I might
confused.
steal it. Was there like a party?
I don't
Welcome back
know.
something maybe?
Maybe it was Danny, the general manager's birthday the other day. Maybe
Oh, that's
what
probably
happened.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. What else do I have before we go into Spencer's Corner for the week? Oh, I want to know your thoughts about moving back into college. It was sort of like, it's sort of surreal.
It was
Where, like,
so
you're
surreal.
moving back home and then you're moving back to school. Like, I don't know, just that point of moving back to a place that it's sort of like limbo, like a stairwell.
It's like your second home, but it's not your home at the same time.
Right.
And it's weird to like, cause we are just comparing it to. Also, we had orientation for like 5 days the last time we came back.
Right.
And
So we had time to adjust and get back in.
And
I moved
also,
in the
we
day of
didn't like
classes.
know anyone, but that we knew people, but we didn't know that many people.
Right. It was all new.
And then you come back here and you can just pick up right where you left off with friendships, and it's like so cool and better. But like, I was just nervous for class more than anything.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, like I have not done any work in a month, and now I'm gonna be like,
I played Sims so much.
I was chilling like a villain. Netflix.
I got
every day.
so into my Sims. I get so into Sims. Oh my god, I play like the family route like every time, and I currently have 2 Sims. Their names are Sophia and Jasper Cannon, and they have 3 children.
I don't
and
even
their
know what
first
this
daughter-
is, but it sounds like the game of life.
It basically is. Their first daughter just graduated from college. I'm very
My
proud.
gosh. Is it just a simulation of like life?
Do you not know what Sims are?
I thought it was like Minecraft.
No.
Oh
What?
jeez.
Yes.
Oh jeez. I live under a
Erin?
rock.
We're gonna have a radio show, and I'm just gonna bring in my computer and let you play Sims. And you'll have to give commentary. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
We need more than an hour though.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah, but it's just super cute. I remember I had one family on my old laptop, and her name was also Sophia, because I really like the name Sophia. Apparently.
My favorite name, I think, is Anna.
Really? That's
Yeah.
so cute. That's Sophia's daughter's name.
Oh,
Anna,
snap!
Katie, and
I like the name Katie
Jonathan.
too. Oh my gosh.
I have Erin's dream family.
Oh my gosh. It's my
I really
family.
like the
I'm
name
gonna adopt
Sebastian.
them. I like Jeffrey.
Jeffrey?
Yeah, with a J, never with a G. That name is reserved for the giraffe at Toys R Us.
The giraffe. My best friend Addison works at Toys R Us, and he plays Jeffrey the giraffe.
Stop! That's
He wears
funny.
the costume and everything.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
'Cause he's like, he's very skinny and
Yeah.
he's like a giraffe.
Long
they
neck.
Put him in the costume. I
Long
guess he
neck
has a long
spots.
neck. Spots, yeah. Jeez.
Just kidding. Sorry, Addison.
Love you, Addison. All right. So we're going to move into Spencer's Corner. And he picked a song by a famous Norwegian band. Can you guess the band?
I feel like it's that one we listened to the other time. What does it start with?
A.
Oh, I don't know.
Aha.
Aha, no.
They sing,
I did not know
what's
this.
the song? What is it? Why am I blanking on this? It's like a very famous song. Jesus, I'm stupid. What is it? 1 second. I'll find it.
Okay.
How does it go?
Does it go?
It was on the Family Guy. It was on Family Guy. Take on me. Take on me, take on me.
Oh yeah, that's familiar.
Take me on, take on me.
It's on Family Guy. That's how you identify it.
I just remember Chris like going through the music video, and I'm like, what? Yeah. So Spencer picked a song by Aha, and it's called "Love Is Reason," and he picked it because, he thinks "Take on Me" should not be the only song Aha is known for.
Cool.
So we're gonna lift. And you're listening to the Shark Simmons College Radio with the Afternoon Rush with Hope and Erin. That's a little whiz. We are back. That was "Love Is Reason" by Aha.
I liked it.
Enjoyed it. We were dancing. We ate some chocolate while we did it.
We did. We stole some chocolate.
It's here for the take.
Yeah, you know, you're in the comm department, so it's really not, it's not stealing for you.
I'm on the e-board. I can do stuff. Maybe.
Oh, the e-board of what? The radio?
Radio. I will be next year.
Oh, nice.
Woo!
I like that.
At least that's what I'm told. Yeah, so now we want to get into some big news today.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about, what do you want to start with? Executive orders, the inauguration, science withdrawal. There's been so much going on.
Yeah.
Let's start with, I guess the most recent story I've seen. Trump signed the executive order to go through with the wall along the border of Mexico.
Yeah.
He's saying that Mexico will also reimburse the U.S. for building the wall.
Yeah,
or
that's
Mexico
a weird payment plan.
Will pay for it entirely. What's your opinion on that?
As someone studying to be a social worker for immigrants, I don't love it.
Right. And he wants to take away funding from cities and states that
sanctuary cities. My mom works in one of them. So my mom works in a sanctuary city, Somerville, Mass. I don't know if you know of it.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't.
The mayor, like, a lot of people were worried because there are a lot of undocumented people there, and a lot of people were worried, like, what's going to happen to us? Are we going to be deported? And the mayor sent out a tweet like, nothing is going to change in Somerville. We're going to protect all our people. We're going to respect confidentiality where people want it to be respected.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought that was really nice. But as for
a
the
lot
wall,
of politicians have decided to take to Twitter to be informed. I think that's interesting because, I mean, a lot of the news I was reading today came off of Twitter, CNN, and BBC, and news sites. But Twitter being up there as one of them is just interesting since that's the way our generation has taken to communicate big issues.
Yeah, yesterday in my social work class, we had the librarian come in and do like one of those citation presentations, how to cite, what about the writing center, things like that. And like she showed us how to cite a tweet, and she encouraged us to like use tweets in our papers because like
how does one cite a tweet?
It's like that's where you like get direct communication from celebrities, and she's like, yeah, like it's like a primary source these days. Tweets.
That's crazy. My intro to international relations professor was even saying, you know, she was talking about like social media is bad and all that, but she's like, Twitter's not so bad. Like,
yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's like factual.
Yeah.
And people do get news there. Like you can get legit news from social media.
Oh, I did get legit news.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I checked it with other sources, but, like, Trump did sign that executive order. It almost makes me question, too, because at the end of Obama's presidency, he was obviously signing in these executive orders, and Trump's now signing them in. He's trying to get through all the Republican agenda, like, the abortion, the Mexico City bill that gets signed in and out after every Republican Democratic president. He's just trying to like push him out as fast as he can.
Yeah.
But you're talking about that, and it just makes me wonder, like, what can't they do with executive order? Like, what is stopping them from being a legislative branch?
Yeah, that is a good question.
I have no idea.
Because the Japanese internment camps were an executive order. And they probably wouldn't have happened if it were more than one person deciding.
Right, and exactly. And it would take forever to get through Congress regardless of if it's the same party as the president or not.
Yeah. I don't know what the limits are because I did a research paper on the Peace Corps in high school, and that was an executive order, but like, who's going to argue with that? Like,
yeah, but it would have taken a lot longer to get through Congress.
Yeah.
When was the Peace Corps passed?
I believe 63. I think Kennedy was only president for about
You're right.
a year.
Kennedy did push that through.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if they pass the internment camps, I don't know if there's a limit because I think it was designed in the Constitution so if there's an emergency or if there's like a disagreeable Congress, the president can do stuff, and Trump is doing stuff.
But why? I don't understand why that's a balance of powers.
Me neither. It seems like an exception.
That's why it's supposed to be there to balance out the legislative branch from having too much power in the executive branch. But like, what's limiting the executive order?
Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, you could get it passed through the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
But that would still take years, if not. Yeah, it would just take years.
Yeah, maybe
years to get through.
The thought was that there's one president and so many members of Congress, but I don't think one person should be deciding things.
No, it's also crazy. We were also talking in my politics course, like, the Republican Party really does like Mike Pence. But he is very right wing. He's very Christian, very right wing, and the conservatives just didn't see him getting as far as the other candidates. And then once Trump was put up for the general election, they put Pence behind him so that in the event that Trump is impeached, which people are counting on, that Pence would be president.
Yeah, I heard there's 7 people in line. If everyone was impeached or things happened, it would take 7
Pence,
people.
Paul Ryan.
Yeah.
Paul Ryan's not as bad.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with Paul Ryan.
I know. It's like public image. It's some politicians like gloat their public image, and other people are just more calm.
Yeah. On a positive note, though, with the Trump administration, the Dow Jones has reached 20,000 for the first time in 30-something years.
Oh, wow.
I believe is what I read.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Econ flashback.
I'm like, wow. But Trump also withdrew from any negotiations about the Trans-Pacific Partnership.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, I mean, Congress was still debating it, but Obama was trying to push it throughout his administration, and Trump has halted all discuss about it. He doesn't want to hear about it anymore. And the Trans-Pacific Partnership is a trade agreement with Vietnam, Canada, Mexico, China. I think China's in it. Laos.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of places in Asia.
Laos is in there. Yeah. So Trump stopping that completely just sort of shows that I feel like the mark of this presidency will be nationalistic tendencies, isolationism. We're going to start focusing back on the United States. But it's hard when now everyone is so accessible by social media, it's just easier to travel from place to place. And we're just such a worldly community.
Yeah,
and
we are.
I think we're going to definitely see pulling back from that.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that will be because I've also discussed with other people, like, if only millennials voted, we would have voted for somebody who would have kept the connectivity between other nations.
Yeah, exactly.
And similar things with nationalism are occurring in places like England with the Brexit.
Yeah.
And France is having Marine Le Pen, who is very nationalistic. So just like the big Western countries are sort of pulling away from each other.
Yeah, it's probably the big influx of immigration and refugees.
Definitely. And I don't know, something I would really like to look into is how social media plays a part in the nationalism, because with hashtag Aleppo coming out and just being more connected with the war in Syria, how is that affecting politics in an aspect that we don't want to be involved with it? A former what is he? He was like a friend, not really a friend. He was like an official under Kim Jong-un, has escaped North Korea, and he was interviewed by an ABC reporter, and he escaped very recently, and he was saying Kim Jong-un does want to meet with Trump, and he would like to create a new relation with the Americans. And I think it's people I read it at first and I was worried because I'm like, wow, this guy who doesn't want to talk to us at all wants to talk to us because we have this new administration who wants to be very secular, very national influenced, wants to talk to us now. And I was like, that can't be good. But then I thought about it more and I think...
I feel pity more than anything for North Korea.
Right.
They're starving. They
are
have
thinking
nothing.
that Trump can be so easily influenced. I think he definitely needs to do something stronger than like what he's... I don't know what he needs to do, but like to prove to Russia, to prove to North Korea, and all these like sort of dictatorships and oligarchies, whatever. He needs to do something strong for the U.S. to keep them from thinking that, you know, now the U.S. is a pushover.
Yeah. That was the whole thing, I think, behind the Russian hacking, like to make the U.S.
And now they're saying
weaker.
that, or WikiLeaks is now saying they're going to release Trump's taxes and show them to everyone. So it's like damage control.
Oh my. That hacking stuff is weird. I don't really get it, but
it's such a... I don't even know. It's just like, what? It's so influential, though.
Yeah, it is. It totally is.
And even if it was, like, false information, like, it doesn't matter. It's out there. People believe it. We're so influenced by everything we see online that everyone keeps forgetting to take it with a grain of salt. Yeah.
It is. Totally.
It's disappointing.
Yeah. It's a strange time for the country.
Very, very.
But the Women's March was kind of opposing it. Did you go to that?
I did not, unfortunately. I can't handle crowds well.
Yeah, I was not planning to go because I don't like crowds. But at the last minute, I was like, I want to see how it is.
Yeah, it had 2.7 million people in attendance in big cities across the world.
Yeah, LA actually beat out DC, but
really?
Because it's bigger. It makes sense.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's really nice on Trump's first day. Women were just demanding rights.
Yeah.
And I really like Scarlett Johansson's speech because she wasn't necessarily hating or saying anything mean about the Trump administration. She was saying that, Mr. Trump, while you are president, please respect my rights and please give the rights to my daughter. Like, I just thought it was an interesting take not to say anything bad about his past, just please change.
Yeah.
Because that's all you can expect of people. It is. You can't erase the past, but you can ask them or just hope that there will be some light along the way to help change this.
Yeah. It was very inspiring, and I've seen like pictures of signs on social media, and it was just so cool. I loved it.
There was actually more people in attendance to the Women's March than Trump's inauguration, and the White House press person, something Spicer, Stephen something Spicer. What is
I think Steven, yeah. Okay. I think I saw that today
Steven.
With the wall
We'll call him Mr. Spicer. Mr. Spicer was using alternative facts. It's more Wellian language for you. Alternative facts to say that more people were in attendance of Trump's administration than the second inauguration of President Obama, which was just completely false.
Okay.
He said it was the most attended inauguration in history. And I'm like, dude, what? You can't do that. You can't say that.
No, it's just not. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's interesting, like, who he has selected to, like, be in the White House with him.
People are petitioning to get Betsy DeVos out.
Oh, she better be out. She's oh my gosh, that woman. Oh my gosh. I don't think Megan Carson's a bad pick, but I think Betsy DeVos is crazy.
People need them, yeah.
She didn't even do good in Michigan.
What was her job before? I know she was never a teacher, never anything.
Never a teacher, but she was also in charge of education. Not in charge, but she was like talked about education in Michigan and how she wanted like private schools only, and it just she did things for Michigan in some role that I don't know. I don't know what she did. She just made things worse. She took away funding from a lot of public schools, and they still did better than her private schools.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think education in the United States is just, it's so, I'm glad I graduated when I did from high school. I'm glad I moved away from that because it's just Common Core now. and
Yeah, it's test heavy.
Test heavy, and
cool.
it's I don't know. I don't know what they're learning anymore.
I don't know.
I don't even know.
What are the kids up to these days?
Yeah, I feel like I'm 80 or something.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. Every year, like you see earlier and earlier, like first it was like second graders are reading, and then first graders were learning to read, and then kindergarten's learning to read, and
I
now
learned to read in
preschoolers are
kindergarten.
learning to read.
I mean, I think that's fine.
Learning
It's
to
just,
read is
like,
good. Yeah. It's just like
the mathematics I've seen from Common Core, and that's not a Republican. That is a Democratic thing. Obama pushed that through, and I'm just like, I don't know.
yeah, I don't know either.
I don't. Jesus.
I guess like teachers should have more of a say, is what it is.
Right.
Because
Goodness gracious, Betsy DeVos not for
uh-huh.
Secretary of Education.
Mhm.
Also, science places won't say who, but places like the Environmental Protection Agency and other scientific communities have been told to halt all research that has to do with climate change, and they can post in scientific journals, but please do not post on Twitter or any place like that. And it was first for climate change, and now it's for everything, and then it was pulled back recently, like I think yesterday or this morning. It was pulled back, so now they can release stuff, but it wasn't said that it was the Trump administration, but people are kind of beating around the bush and saying it was an executive order, and we're like, okay.
And I also saw that it's kind of like that. We don't know if it's a coincidence, but it doesn't sound like one. The White House website is not available in Spanish this week.
What?
And so one argument was like, oh, well, they're writing up Trump's things. They're changing it for that reason.
What languages is it available in, though?
English.
Just English?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think it's a coincidence, personally.
Personally, I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yeah.
And say,
Well, I think it should have more languages. I don't know what it was available in before.
yeah, like
but
Chinese is also very popular.
Yeah.
In the United
we need
States.
like any language.
Spanish.
Portuguese.
And the United States does not have an official language.
Yeah, I think that's good though, because it
But
doesn't
people
put
think
one.
it does.
Yeah.
Is the problem.
English is treated as the official one, but I think it's good because then no languages. Theoretically, no language is like given priority or
Right.
treated as the best.
But
But
apparently it
obviously,
is.
yeah, that's
I mean,
not always the case.
They say, like, studies prove that people who speak more than one language are more worldly, more cultured, and more empathetic towards others.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Not to
most
mention
of
like
Europe knows a second language.
yeah, and like from schools
Mhm.
starting in kindergarten.
Right. You learn your language you speak at home, and you also learn English
Mhm.
or, like,
French a
Right.
lot,
Anything you want.
Spanish. Yeah, it's good.
most people favor English because, you know, America's
It's
a big bad
employable.
bully.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I definitely see, like, we're going to be pulled away. There's definitely not going to be a lot of fun. Oh, more, like, great news. Trump has signed an executive order to cut funding for certain art programs. And these, like, art funding informational programs and stuff, which includes part of the funding for NPR, National Public Radio, and PBS.
Oh my gosh, PBS.
I mean, PBS doesn't get all of their funding from government, but the majority of it is from government and also, like, viewers like us.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They always ask for donations.
They're like, we're poor, help us.
Yeah,
I just think it's crazy because, like, I listen to NPR every morning.
Yeah, NPR's quality.
And every morning I listen to NPR.
Yeah,
And just to know that funding is being taken away, I just don't understand.
Me
I don't
neither.
understand what the message is here.
Mhm.
Like, climate change. He took everything about climate change has also been taken off the White House website.
Yes.
I just don't understand.
Sad.
I don't understand what the point of any of this is. Like,
Me neither.
I don't know why it's so debated. Like, what do you
Yes.
mean climate change
Yes.
is real? What are you
I
telling me
know.
right now? It is the middle of January in New England, and there is no snow on the ground. It's like 40 degrees,
Exactly.
and that's warm.
Exactly.
How can we deny, like, things that are so
And then we
plain
have
to
like
see?
a sudden like blast of a blizzard. That's the climate change part coming in. Like people are like, oh, it's not
What's
warm.
happening?
It's not warm, so it's not global warming. No,
it's not warm,
it's
so
the
not
extremes,
global
people.
warming.
The
Kill me.
extremes are what are the evidence. We had a tornado in Massachusetts a few years ago. That's not right. We shouldn't be having tornadoes here.
That's crazy.
We're not a coastal,
There's even been
like,
earthquakes.
hot
I'm
place.
like, that makes no sense. We're not on a fault line.
I know. It's crazy.
I don't understand. I don't understand anything that goes on in the world anymore. What's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the world's gonna be like in 4 years.
Me neither.
I don't know.
I'm glad I'm
What's
here, though,
happening?
at Simmons.
Yeah.
And not in the real world.
I think the biggest struggle for Trump, though, will be international politics. And I hope he can do something soon that comes across as a very strong, don't step on me, don't poke me with a big stick sort of politics that he can do to keep these big oppressors from coming into the United States. I think that should be something his cabinet, something his advisors should work with him on, and that should be priority over a lot of the things that's going on.
Yeah.
Because to keep this people are definitely wanting a more isolated nation.
Yes.
You need to keep out oppressors, and any other news you want to talk about before we go into our next musical break?
No, the Women's March. I just want to say that
the March
before.
for Life is going
I haven't
to be.
heard that much about that one.
It's takes place every year on the anniversary of Roe versus Wade. It's an anti-abortion march, and that's occurring Friday, I believe.
Where?
In Washington, D.C.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like both sides of the political spectrum.
So I wonder if Trump will comment on that, or if Pence will probably comment on it.
Yeah, Pence will
probably be there.
Yeah.
I'm just confused. Who runs this country? Where do I live?
Who am I?
Who am I?
Yeah.
I have an existential crisis
yeah,
right now.
I think we all do. All
right, so we're going to head into our next musical break. And the song that's coming up for you is Erin's Choice of the Week.
Yeah.
It's a Bruno Mars song. It's called 24K Magic.
24 Karat Magic.
24 Karat Magic. Yes. Okay. I do have the versions without the swears.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say that.
It doesn't say explicit, so I'm just going to go
it's
with
probably good. Yeah.
Okay.
I loved every minute of that.
You're listening to Simmons, the Shark Simmons College Radio, and you're live with the Afternoon Rush with Erin and Hope. That was 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars.
I have that whole CD in my room if you would ever like to borrow it or listen to it.
If you know where Erin's dorm is, please come find her and rock Bruno Mars with her. I love. When did you get into Bruno Mars, Erin?
Hannah got me into him. So Hannah's not a big music fan, any kind of music, but one day she was like, you know how she gets into things. She was like, you have to listen to Bruno Mars' album. I've been listening to it all day.
Oh
it's changed my life. I was like, okay, I like Bruno. I'll listen to him. This album is
Bruno?
He's so good. And as I said, I'm trying to go to his concert in October.
Nice.
Can we just lament about how scalpers take all tickets to all concerts?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They do. How much do they sell it for?
Well, the 130 that I was looking at, that's probably scalpers. It probably wasn't
Really?
originally. That's like third balcony.
How much?
And it's that much.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And on the side, too, not in the front. But what can you do?
I love Bruno.
Yeah, I too.
Love me some Bruno.
Yeah. Have you been to any concerts in your life?
The American Idol experience.
I went to the American Idol concert. I can't believe this. Which season?
The one with the two Davids, David Cook and David Archuleta.
When did I go? I went the season with Adam Lambert and
so the season
Chris
right
Allen
after.
won. Yeah.
What?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was like 10 and my parents bought the tickets. Oh my gosh.
My grandma took me.
Nice. That's fun.
My grandma took me. It was great. It was great.
And I've been to Taylor Swift, obviously.
I'm jelly.
And Coldplay. Coldplay's pretty cool.
Coldplay. I
Yeah.
will try to fix you. That's Grace. Singing
What
down
part
in
are you
chair.
auditioning for? in your mouth.
My microphone's like falling on me. I am auditioning for Sandy or Rizzo.
Ooh, Sandy's the main.
She
person,
is.
right?
I don't really care what part I get though, as
Mm.
long as I'm in the show. It seems like a lot of fun and a really funny class.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah, that seems fun. A lot of Simmons people, do you think?
Lots of Simmons girls.
Cool.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But yes, very few men in the COF apparently. Yeah. Seems like a great time.
That's cool.
I'm excited. But talking about Bruno Mars, he's set to play at the Grammys this year.
Yay!
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, I love him. He did the Super Bowl a few years ago and knocked it out of the park or the stadium.
Did
It's
a
football.
touchdown. Touched it out. Touchdowns.
Yeah,
I don't do sports.
me neither.
Nope.
But you're on the sports pride floor, aren't you?
That's not my picking.
That
That wasn't my
was
picking.
an accident.
Oh, no. My roommate wanted it, but she's not my roommate anymore.
Yeah, how you like living with Emma?
Emma, yeah. She
Yeah.
was the Afternoon Rush's first guest.
Yeah.
Yep, that's my roomie.
Cool.
Yeah, it's it's good.
Good.
It's very good.
Nice.
Yep.
I saw her like moving all the carts. I was like, is she going to Simmons? What?
Who is this chick? Yeah. What else? Lin-Manuel Miranda is up for an Oscar for
Yay!
original
Mona.
music in Moana.
Moana. That's so cool. I still haven't seen that. I feel bad. I
He
need
would
to
be
see
one of
it.
3 people to win not only an Oscar, a Grammy, a Tony Award, and a Golden Globe.
Who else? Do you know who else
I have no
has
idea.
done that? Wow. That's so cool.
Look at Lynn. You
Yeah.
go, Lynn. Love you, Lynn.
What movies did you say you saw over break?
What movies did I see over break? I saw Sing, Office Christmas Party, La La Land.
I saw La
which
La
was
Land.
perfect.
Yeah. I liked it.
What else did I see?
I saw Fences. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. I did a lot of theater
So
checks
good.
for it though. It looked good.
Yeah.
I was always during the scene where she was yelling at him, like, I went through it too.
Yeah, that's a good scene. I had to read the play in high school, but
Really?
it's so good. I loved reading it.
That's
And I saw
awesome.
Jackie. It was very sad.
I wanted to see Jackie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm devastated.
You'd like it as a history person. I found it
I saw
very
Rogue
sad.
One too.
Oh yeah, I know. I've heard of that one.
Yep.
What else did I see? I feel like I
La
saw-
La Land's
Oh,
up
Hidden
for a
Figures.
record. Oscar nominations with 14.
Whoa, because it
Yep.
has Emma Stone and
It's like-
Leo.
It's rivaling Titanic, and then I forget the other one. But like, it has the same amount of nominees as Titanic did.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
I love me some La La Land. The
Yeah, it
next
was
song
good.
actually is going to be from La La Land.
Nice.
So
nice.
I cried. I bawled my eyes out at the end. I'm like, oh,
I saw it with
blubbering.
my
That don't be me.
I saw it with my grandma, and you know how at the end there's like a flashback of what could have been with
Yep,
Ryan
that's what I was
Gosling?
blubbering at.
Yeah, my grandma thought that that's what really happened, and she was like, "Yeah, I like the movies with the happy ending," and I was like, "No,
Grandma, that's not
she
real.
married the other guy," and she was like, "Oh, I'm disappointed."
Oh, your grandma sounds like such a cutie. What?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we'll go into the last song of the hour, unless you have any other news. Ooh, before we do that, Mary Tyler Moore
Yeah.
passed away a few hours ago, I believe. She was best known for her role as Laura in the Dick Van Dyke Show, and it's just very sad to see another actress taken away.
Mhm. How old was she? Do you
80.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Carrie Fisher
Yeah.
died of a break, and so did Debbie Reynolds.
Yeah. And George Michael, I remember.
Everyone's dead.
That's the lesson of the day.
It's the lesson of the day. Everyone's dead. All my friends are dead.
Aw, sad.
Sad. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just a lot of celebrity news. I was looking, like, they had ABC accidentally posted the wrong Oscar nominees, and Amy Adams was on there, and I was looking. I was shocked she has never won an Oscar, but then I've looked at what she's been in and like what she was
It's
nominated
not
for, and I'm
huge
like,
things.
you're so prominent, but you're not in that good of movies.
Yeah, she was in Enchanted, Leap Year,
Superman.
Big Eyes, I think.
Arrival.
I heard Arrival was like surprisingly good.
Really?
I heard it's like
I fell
about
asleep.
like aliens, but not like science fiction-y. Heavy on that.
I wish Passengers was more science fiction-y. It was just a love story on a ship in space.
I hated the movie Gravity.
I
so
love that movie.
Much. Oof. I think it just like
I saw
creeped
that
me
at
out.
Regal. I saw that at Regal before I started working there my sophomore year with my friend Shelby. And it was the first movie I'd gone to with Shelby to. And it was expensive. And we sat in the very back. We're like, what are we watching?
Did you see those movies that you were mentioning like during work or
Not during work. I mean, I saw them after work.
yeah?
Yep, but with free tickets.
Sometimes you can probably like sit and watch.
Yeah,
it.
during your break you can do that. Or if you're doing theater checks, like if it's a good scene, I stay back.
Yeah.
I'm
There's
like,
a lot of things to check
"Ooh."
in this theater.
Yeah, I think it's a little cold in here. I'm gonna stay in here for a minute or two just to see, like, the screen's still working. It gets a little hotter. I'll call that in and make sure.
Yeah.
And I just stay there.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Did a lot of beverage serving because
Yes.
I do. I like serve alcohol at Regal.
Yeah.
So make good
That's
tips.
good.
I made $16 in tips in one day.
Good.
One woman, these two women, they came up to me. They're like, because I have to check everyone ID, so they were already like flattered that I checked. And then they're like, "Oh no, we dropped some popcorn in your tip jar." And I go, "That's good. I forgot my lunch today."
I'm sure they were
And they're
like,
like, "Oh my god, you're
cackled.
so cute!" And they like just kept reaching in their purse and pulling out dollar bills to put in my tip jar.
Yo, nice. And you're probably like, keep it
Make
coming, keep it
rain.
coming.
I'll say funnier stuff. Just keep talking. Give me something to work with.
That's nice. At the movie theater in my town, there's like a built-in ice cream shop. Like you can, if you want to just get ice cream, you can go.
That's so
there.
cool. So cool.
Richardson's Ice Cream.
Richardson's.
Capitol Theater, Arlington.
I don't like it 'cause it's not a Regal, but
Yeah. Regal is pretty good. I saw Hidden Figures at this Regal last Friday.
yeah.
I
Erin, we
enjoyed
should
it.
have movie dates.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm
Erin!
always up for going to the
I
movies.
love the movies.
Me
What,
too.
Erin? Why don't we do this already?
We'll do it.
Fair enough. Let's do it.
Yes.
Movie dates.
This weekend, vamos al cine. Por
Sí.
favor.
Por favor. What was I thinking? I was thinking of Richie. What is his name? Whatever. I don't know.
Whatever.
I heard a Juanes song at an event.
Where?
And I was like, I don't know. I was just at some random place and I'm
I
like,
love
Is that
him.
Juanes?
I got obsessed with his song "Me Enamora" during vacation.
Man, amora.
We're very good at Spanish. Very good.
I can speak.
He sings it really
language.
fast. Like I can't even rap in English, so that's gonna be my excuse of why I don't know that song.
Tengo la
But it's good.
camisa
Negra,
negra,
una pena que me duele.
Goodness gracious.
Una pena que me duele.
All right, so you can stop hearing us. I'll play A Lovely Night, sung by Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone from La La Land.
Lovely.
And after the song, we'll go into our goodbyes. And yeah. And that was A Lovely Night from La La Land. And we've reached the end of our hour and going a little over. So we just want to say some quick goodbyes. You've been listening to the Shark Simmons College Radio, The Afternoon Rush with Hope and Erin. You can follow us on Facebook with the Afternoon Rush handle. And it's just the Afternoon Rush. And then on Twitter with @HL The Afternoon Rush. And I tweet newsy things and stuff like that. We both run our Facebook page. And any goodbyes, Erin?
Goodbye to the listeners, and we shall see you, and you'll hear us next week.
Woo!
Adios.